Many students who were not graduating actually weren't programmed to. So some of the special education students and the English learner students who didn't graduate, they weren't given the courses to graduate. And so I didn't know why, but there were some clues in the text. And some of it was, there was this almost poor you belief about, well, I'm going to make your schedule easier, or I'm going to give you more support classes. But these, remember, in special education, those support classes weren't reading interventions with a English teacher. They were these sections of support with a special education teacher who was giving the kids their accommodations, but if the kids were having trouble reading, they weren't necessarily being taught to read. The English learners, some of them were housed in ESL for years. And my understanding at the time was that the U.S. Department of Education had said that English learners should only be isolated when necessary and in the first year of their schooling. And so we had schools, not all of them, but a lot of schools, who were isolating English learners all the way till 12th grade, and then all of a sudden putting the kids in every single class that they needed for graduation all at once. And so there were these patterns. And then the third thing that I saw was, if you failed a core course more than one time, there were certain places you got no support, and that was also an indicator that you were not going to make it. So imagine you pass all of your coursework except a math class. You have no support, and that's what causes you to have to take your 5th year of high school. So there were a lot of things coming out of these findings, and they weren't the same across all these systems. They were so diverse, and what that taught us is that each school had a culture, and each school had beliefs and decisions, and each school was, basically determining based on that school's culture, or the leadership of the school, or the leadership of the head counselor, or the, who had the master schedule. They were all making their own decisions about what to do. And in some cases, it was totally benefiting kids. And in other cases, it was absolutely not benefiting kids.